Fuji Speedway, Japan, the sixth stop on the FIA World Endurance Championship. In the shadows of Mount Fuji, a volcano which has been predicted to erupt in 2015, lie 16 gut-wrenching turns and the longest straightaway of the season since the 24 Hours of Le Mans. It is a track rich in motorsport history and local culture. The hometown heroes and current world champions of Toyota make a much-anticipated return. Despite a lackluster season, Toyota's local fan base is here to hopefully witness the team overcome the odds.
We have so many fans coming to this race. It's obviously amazing, and the support we get from the fans, the passion of the fans, I think you never find it anywhere else. And because, especially we are racing for Toyota, we get so many support, and it's impressive to see them running into the pit walk for the autograph session. And we get so many kills which we couldn't finish it today, so it's impressive.
The fans are really into it. They love motorsport, they love WEC, they love our cars. You can see how many people today on this autograph session is just unbelievable. So we are very happy to be here, and we hope we can come back here many times in the future.
All right, long straightaway here, almost a little over a mile long.
3 free practice sessions give drivers time to get acquainted with the technical turns of Fuji Speedway. For some drivers, this is their first time here.
Yeah, the track itself here at Fuji feels a little bit like a track of two halves. Sector 1 and Sector 2 are quite fast, whereas Sector 3 is quite challenging, quite technical, some slow speed corners where you've got to look after the rear tyres with traction, and then you've got the long straight to start the lap and to end the lap. So it's got some different parts to it. I very much enjoy it, and what a beautiful scenery in the background as well. Hard to take your eyes off the mountains when you're going through Sector 3.
Once again, the rivalry between Audi and Porsche takes centre stage. Coming off 3 consecutive wins, the Porsche pilots yet again put their 919 hybrids on the front row after qualifying.
Yeah, I think that we know that Audi were the benchmark and still are to a degree. They've had a huge amount of success in this category, in this championship for a long period of time. So massive respect for them as a rival. And we know we need to always bring our A game because they're super organised and a lot of experience. But we're proud. Obviously, the last few races have been going with us. Porsche put a huge amount of effort in, and it's nice to put a little bit of heat on them. So it's good for the championship and keep them honest.
So we're here in Fuji, just in qualifying. It's a good weekend for us. We're preparing well for the race. P1, P2 in qualifying is always nice to be. Difficult circuit for everybody. Lots of tricky corners, long corners, slow corners with a lot of difficult asphalt. It's just very difficult, very slippery. But everyone has the same problem, so we're looking forward to the race. It's going to be exciting because the weather report is it's quite rainy for tomorrow, so we will see how it is.
The LMGTE AM team of Dempsey Proton Racing has been a fan favourite throughout the 2015 season. With a podium finish at Le Mans, Patrick Dempsey, Patrick Long and Marco Seefried look forward to tackling the challenges of Fuji Speedway.
Being here in Fuji for WEC has been quite a spectacular week so far. First of all, Japan is just a special place to visit regardless. I always enjoy coming here. But this track is one that I underestimated. I had heard mixed things about it, and I think it's very technical, difficult to drive, but it has a great flow. So it's been a great week so far. We had the fastest lap in qualifying of 1 lap, but our average put us about 5th on the grid, so we've got quite some work to do till tomorrow. The great thing about the WEC is that you have a combined qualifying, and then in the race, the driver proportions are pretty equal, so everybody has to pull about 1/3 of the race. So it's not going to be an easy day, but that's one of the reasons I love this championship.
Along with the impending possible eruption of Mount Fuji, the weather has been a major factor here in the past.
In the second year we had a big monsoon rain, so we didn't qualify well, so that's why we ended the race after the race was banned, was stopped after 3 hours behind the safety car.
The forecast for the 2015 6 Hours of Fuji is looking to be quite unfavourable.
It's going to be very sketchy probably for the first hour, I imagine, but it should dry out. Hopefully it's all dried out when we get in. But it's always challenging in the rain, and sometimes they call it the great equalizer, so we'll see.
Race has started behind the safety car.
Due to the inclement weather, series officials opted to start the 6-hour race behind the safety car. After 40 minutes, the race went green, with the 2 Porsche LMP1s leading the field. With rain still falling, pole sitter Mark Webber got off track, allowing both Audi and Toyota to make their way through. The now leading number 18 Porsche lost the top spot soon after, allowing Marcel Fassler to put the number 7 Audi on point. The difficult conditions provided plenty of drama in the early laps, highlighted by the synchronized spins of Romain Dumas and Alex Wurz. While attempting to regain some lost track position, Webber had another off, while battling with local ace Kazuki Nakajima. In the second hour, Porsche took back control of the race, when Romain Dumas wrestled his way by Fassler, who then fell back into the clutches of Webber. The veteran racers locked horns in an epic back-and-forth fight for position, splitting lower traffic as both drivers attempted to gain the upper hand. Late in the going, a drive-through penalty for the number 18 Porsche tore down the gap to the sister, which went on to be the overall victor with Mark Webber, Timo Bernhardt and Brendan Hartley taking their 3rd consecutive win of the year. In LMP2, the open cockpit series of Signatec Alpine and Saad Morand led the way during the opening hour, before Nick Tandy was able to bring KCMG to the front of the field after the first round of pit stops. Things got tense between G-Drive Racing and KCMG at the front of the field, as the rival teams made contact multiple times while racing one another, leading to KCMG spinning out of the lead. Not long after, KCMG was being harassed by the sister G-Drive car, and that battle hit a fever pitch when Gustavo Jackerman got into the back of Richard Bradley for the final spot on the podium, sending the KCMG machines slamming into the Armco, as Julian Canal, Sam Bird and Roman Ruzanov took the class win. Things were just as thrilling on the GTE side, with Aston Martin taking control of the AM class in the early going. Porsche Team Manthey and 2 AF Corsa Ferraris were the story at the front of the pro field in the early going. Ferrari had the advantage, until Michael Christensen mounted a successful challenge against James Caldo, after an hour of racing. Tony Villander was able to regain the top spot for Ferrari by the halfway point of the race. Patrick Dempsey's Porsche squad had a strong run in AM, leading the way for some time before Pedro Lamy re-established Aston Martin's presence at the front. Villander and co-driver Jean-Maria Bruni were able to hold off the pursuing Porsches and take the pro victory, while the AM class went to the Proton Porsche team of Dempsey, Patrick Long and Marco Seefried. With another exciting FIA World Endurance Championship event in the books, crews pack up and head to the second Asian destination on the tour, Shanghai, China.